Traceability is the ability to track the movement, location, and origin of products at all stages of production, processing, and distribution. In order to implement traceability, it is necessary to implement solutions at all stages of the supply chain that make it possible to determine the origin, location, route of movement of a product or a batch of products. An effective tracking system should allow products to be tracked down or up the supply chain. For example, answer the questions, where is the object of interest to you and where it came from? For example, determine the origin of the object. Currently, many countries are focusing on product traceability. As an example, 3 regional projects, Russia, Turkey, and Ukraine. In addition, it is unimportant when implementing such projects is the use of international standards to create interoperability of product identification and labeling. Our project is based on the GS1 Global Universal System, adopted by consumers, the business community, and governments. It lays a unique foundation for ensuring the coordinated operation of all of the necessary processes in traceability systems. The general scheme of the system consists of the following sequence: production, serialization, applications of means of identification, packing, shipment, acceptance, system notification of acceptance, shipment of products at retail, shipping notification system, acceptance of products, notification of the acceptance system, selling products to the consumer, check for the possibility of implementation and notification of the system, obtaining product information. To participate in the project, the manufacturer of the product to be marked with control identification marks must ensure that the following conditions are met: to have an enhanced qualified electronic signature, registration of membership in the GS1 Association and obtaining GLN and GTIN, to enter into the agreement with a turnover tracking operator, to have a hardware-software complex connection via communication channels to TTS, registration of the product circulation subject in TTS system and filling out their organization profile, units, goods, etc., to have a computer system with the ability to generate and authenticate certified with an enhanced qualified electronic signature electronic messages, as well as receive and transmit the necessary messages for interaction with TTS, to have equipment used to apply and read identification tools. The person authorized to act on behalf of the product circulation subject in the personal account of TTS system forms and registers the profile of the product circulation subject consisting of the following blocks of information: information about the product circulation subject, information about the unit of the product circulation subject, information about CCP for retail, information about users of the TTS system of the product circulation subject. In the profile of the organization, basic attributes are filled in, such as GLN number, identification number, contact information, etc. Next, the units are registered. Each unit has its own unique GLN number. It is also important to specify the address and GPS coordinates. They are subsequently used to track the movement of goods on the map. If the subject of the circulation of products is a manufacturer, he needs to register products subject to marking with control, identification marks, labels. If the subject of the circulation of products is retail, he needs to register information about his cash registers through which the sale of goods takes place. Any product that needs to be found and tracked must be uniquely identified. GS1's unique global identifiers are keys that provide access to all product history, application, and location data. Before applying identification means to product copies, the manufacturer registers the batch in the TTS system. To do this, you must specify the 20-digit lot number, GTIN of the goods, release date and expiration date, as well as the number of copies in the lot. After that, the batch can be serialized. At the time of serialization, for each product instance, the system generates a number and a unique crypto code. The manufacturer can export the marking codes for subsequent transfer to their production. This operation can be done directly from your personal account or through the system API. After serialization, the manufacturer transfers the received marking codes to the production line, where it applies to the batch of products. After labeling product copies, the manufacturer produces the product packaging. For example, packs of cigarettes are packaged in blocks, blocks in boxes. Each package is identified in accordance with the International Standard for the Identification of Logistics Units, serial shipping container code, and then registered in the TTS system. The manufacturer registers all product packaging, and packaging may be nested. For example, there are boxes in a pallet, blocks in boxes, and copies, items, in blocks. For logistics, we can use any level of packaging, and the system will always know how many and which copies are in it. The manufacturer of the goods packaged logistics units in the form of pallets ships the logistics company to the vehicle, which delivers the products to the recipient. The recipient uses the barcode reader and marking codes to accept the product. When products are shipped, the manufacturer records the movement of products to the distributor. To do this, you must specify the organization to which the goods are transferred, the cost according to the invoice, the subject of movement, packaging of any enclosure, or directly a list of products, copies, and arrange the transfer. After that, the operator of the second organization, in our case the distributor, can see this movement in his register of receipt and record reception. At the time of receipt, everything in the system is recorded that at the moment the distributor holds all copies of the products of this movement, and accordingly he can either sell them or transfer them to retail organizations. We can track how the product instance moved. To do this, open the package, a copy of the product in it. In the bottom table, we see the full list of movements of this instance of the product from production to the current location, as well as the path on the map. The procedure for the sale of products, retail, to be marked with control, identification marks, is carried out by the retail entity using their computer system, which is able to generate and authenticate with an enhanced qualified electronic signature electronic messages, as well as receive and transmit the necessary messages for interaction with TTS, coupled with the installed and registered cash register equipment. It scans and recognizes the identification tool applied to the packaging, label, bottle of product sold to be marked with control, identification signs, after which two events occur. There is a check of the possibility of selling product copies, sending a message about the sale of product copies. When a product to be marked with control, identification marks, is discontinued for reasons other than retail sales, write-offs, the subject of the product turnover, which writes off copies of these products, shall submit a notification to the TTS about the deactivation of product copies. In such cases, the implementation can be fixed directly in your account or through the API. In this case, the reason for the cancellation and the number of the supporting document shall be indicated. It is also possible to write off products due to expiration or physical damage to the product. In this case, the write-off is recorded in the system and the reason and number of the write-off act is indicated. Checking product information, manufacturer, production date, expiration date, batch, etc. is carried out using a free mobile application that is provided by the operator of the TTS system for consumers. With its help, the consumer reads the Datatrix code from the product instance and receives information. If it is incorrect, the consumer notifies through the mobile application of the TTS system. The consumer of the product to be marked with control, identification marks, may, by means of a mobile device, scan the identification tool applied to the packaging, label, bottle of the product, and transfer the contents of the identification tool to TTS using the mobile application's product turnover tracking, free of charge. TTS system implements analytical indicators that display information on product copies, information on parties, information on the movement of products, packaging details, information on subjects, information on commodity items. Representatives of control bodies have the opportunity to carry out the following tasks: lifecycle management of controlled products, management of risks, ability to recall a batch of products, audit of the supply chain, error and incident management, control of shelf life of products. Expected result of implementing project traceability, ensuring product quality and safety. ensuring the safe distribution of controlled products. Prevention of falsification of controlled products. Prevention of the illicit supply of counterfeit controlled products.